Okay, class. I just want to give some last minute extra clarification about the notes. I'm getting a lot of folks sending me notes without doing notes on lecture 6. I did just post an announcement saying to do all of the videos that I posted. So I want to make this extra clear. And in that case, I actually wrote in there to write 4 notes on lecture 6, which is the documentary from Nova. Okay, so I'm going to be extra clear one more time because it was said in one of my other announcements, or maybe even written. But then to clarify, everything that says lecture whatever has to be written on. I gave an example, a sample of what I would like to see from videos. Every video on average you have to write 2 points on. Sometimes I will indicate more, especially if it's a longer video. That is something that you are going to have to do. Okay? Now, what I advise a lot of you to do too is the Sunday papers, just to get clarity on this, is really just you using, you reuse the notes and just turn it into an essay paper. What I do is kind of repetitive in the sense that I know you guys don't talk about these the subject matter that much. So what I'm doing is, like, just so you get the method of my madness. First of all, you're not going to watch these videos unless you have to, because you're busy, as I've mentioned this before in one of my announcements. So the notes help prove that you are watching them. It also helps get you motivated to watch them. I hope that you're watching them from the front, from the beginning to the end. But I can't force you to do that any more than I could force you to pay attention to me at the beginning of class all the way to the end of class if we were in a face-to-face class. You make choices, and you make priorities, right? And so I get it. But ultimately, if you want to learn in this class and you want to do well, you watch the videos, you write the notes, and then you answer what I'm asking for in Sunday's paper, utilizing the notes and the textbook and some of the videos we watched. That's it. I don't want you using outside sources. I don't want these turned into research papers, okay? Because what I'm just trying to do is get you to, again, be engaged with the material. So in a sense, the Sunday paper is kind of like, imagine that you have a friend. Many of you are actually going to be teachers yourselves. That's what you said. This is kind of you retelling what you just learned back to me, okay, in a very short and concise way. And this is really the routine that I have. And I've discovered that many students tell me the reason why I've kept it this way is even though at first they find it to be overwhelming and a lot of work, then they end up finding it to be very easy, very straightforward, and then they keep telling me how much they're learning. That is what's most important to me. But it's also a very predictable schedule. So I recognize that right now you're a little bit nervous, and many of you are going to be watching. You're not going to be doing your work until almost midnight and then have all these questions and not know what's going on. And that is something that's a little bit, I don't want to say it's a pet peeve. Look, you can write to me at any time, but if you're one of those students that writes to me 10 minutes before midnight tonight begging for mercy because you didn't understand the assignment, I'm kind of over it. Like, I open up the assignments several days in advance. You need to at least take the time to look at it. We are all busy, but I want you guys to actually, use the time. That's the whole point, is I give you guys time to do these things. Now, having said that, I'm not really one to get annoyed or to be impatient with any of you. I'm very understanding. But I would like you guys to really I know I'm going to get like a trillion messages tonight, like 20 minutes before midnight, because this is just always what happens. So please don't make that a habit. Figure out any questions that you have ahead of time. I'm working from home to be at your service. I just took off another day of work of my other job to make sure I have the time. Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, I'm here working from home, available to help out. Then I work from home Sunday, and I'm grading mainly. I'm catching up on a lot of grading. But just make sure you contact me. I'm very approachable. I'm not impatient, even if I'm sounding a little bit grumpy right now. I hope I don't. But, I just want you to, start. Like, right now, some of you are confused about even how to get around this. Well, I hope when you see this, if that's the case, you contact me right away. I will try to help you right away, but I need you to, contact me right away, too. So, having said that, I hope that this week actually ends up being easy to figure out. And we're going to move away from the topic of evolution and science immediately. Starting next week, we're going to go into ancient Mesopotamia. And, we'll end up going into Egypt and ancient Israel and all sorts of good stuff. So, you should be excited. And just let this week be something that you use to figure out, okay, I've blabbled enough. I hope you got the point, and we'll be in touch. I hope this was helpful.